It's the final push before my game, Pet Fighter Simulator, is officially out to the public. It literally comes out in a few days on Friday, November 19th, and this is the final video before the release of my final video when we release the game, or the final, you get the point. I'm gonna answer some questions, show you guys some cool stuff, including sapling, shiny, and more, without showing off every single aspect of the game. This is Pet Fighter Simulator, the RussoPlays YouTube channel! It's RussoPlays with the YouTube channel, and I have greenish hair. I know, I'm supposed to have blue hair. And this is Pet Fighter Simulator, my game that launches on Friday, November 19th. Am I saying the right date? Well, let me November 19th. Yes, I knew it all along, November 19th. Basically, the work for this game has been so quick, so insane, and the grind has never stopped. Literally every single day for the past probably a little over 2 months, we've been working on the game, and that's it. That's all the time that has been put into this game. The devs went crazy, and we just really got this thing done quickly. In today's video, I'm going to answer some questions, show you guys a little bit more things to what has been adjusted and fixed, and this is the final push. This is the final push, so make sure you go down below, link in the description, click the game, favorite it on Roblox, and follow it. It'd mean a lot to me. Also follow the Twitter account for some, sneak peek leaks, whatever. But I'm trying to get the game to as many favorites as possible, as many follows as possible, because if you guys all interact with the game, it'll be boosted as soon as it, comes out. And I think we'll get a lot of players to the game, which will be really, really cool. This game, the idea behind it was to make a simulator that is insanely premium and unique. Like, I want to make it clear, there's a lot of people from the fake Mon community or Lumion Legacy players that are finding this game, and just because the pets look really cool, they kind of look like Pokemon because they're inspired by it, they think that the game should be more intricate than it really is, or have battle, like certain things it will not have. It's a simulator at the end of the day. We wanted to keep it simple. My videos are mainly on simulators on my channel, and my biggest game that does really well for me is Pet Simulator, also Anime Fighter Simulator. All these simulators throughout my career have just been pretty simple at the core. The simplicity is what attracts a lot of players. So kids can play them, people on iPads can play them, people on mobile devices, and people on computers can play them and still enjoy them, because there's leaderboard grinding, there's pet grinding, there's index collection, and there's just tons of things that I might have spoiled something. And there's just tons of things that you can do in the games, but they're simple at the core. The gameplay is simple enough to understand, and that's what we wanted to keep. So this will not ever have IVs, EVs, abilities, strategy in the sense of like Pokemon with actual typing and things like that. It's never going to be that intricate, but we do have really, really cool updates and ideas. I'll tell you guys some of them, and you guys can let me know. This video can basically be like a hub of like comments and suggestions that you guys want to see in the future. But I just wanted to kind of say that because there's a lot of people messaging me, and a lot of like Lumion Legacy or Pokemon Brick Bronze YouTubers that are like, make a advanced battling system and stuff like that. But like, it's a simulator. It's never going to have this advanced, insane, intricate thing, because I want it to be accessible to everybody, any age, any range. You know what I mean? Like, I want young kids to be able to play it. I want older kids to be able to play it. And I wanted to make it a simulator, just like the games that do well for me, but make it unique and premium, something like you've never seen before. This game looks like nothing you've ever seen before. I mean, it has Pokemon hints, but none of these pets are actually inspired by Pokemon. Like, they're all completely their own, like, creature. You know what I mean? Like, they're not actually based on a specific Pokemon, and they all have unique touches. They all have unique animations and their own unique shinies. All of this, which I came up with and like hired like a concept artist and then a modeler and then an animator, and everybody just worked together to make it super premium and awesome. So I just wanted to answer those few questions. Is there ever going to be like a super advanced battling system? No, not a super advanced one. But is there going to be a simplistic one? Yes, most likely. I have a couple ideas for how battling could work in this game, but I'm interested to hear your thoughts. And when I say battling, I mean like player versus player battling, or maybe even trainer battling, not just battling mobs in the middle of the game like that. You know what I mean? So I have some ideas, but if you guys have some as well, definitely let me know. But we're constantly thinking of cool stuff in the future that we could add. Let's go over and do the rest of this video in Atlantis, shall we? Something that we did here is actually we added a bunch more NPCs. So there's a lot more people to talk to. And the point of all these NPCs is not only to like tell you lore about the game and like history of the game and sort of like set storyline components up so that in the future you kind of like have things linking to each other, kind of like Piggy. I'm really into how Piggy did this story thing. That's kind of what we want to do. So we're going to make it like in the beginning of this game, when it comes out, you'll see this storybook intro that kind of explains the lore of the game and the story. And while people can play the game without even exploring the lore, there's a lot of things that you can explore around the game to like add on to the lore and sort of figure out things. And as we update the game, it'll just make more and more sense. There's things that you could actually collect in your bag that sort of like add to the story, and you'll probably need to collect eventually to like beat the game. So it's going to be really cool. But what are we planning on adding? Right now, you know, we have a game that allows you to click enemies, beat them, collect coins, get a bunch of coins, get super rich, and buy capsules, which allow you to hatch pets and get insane rare pets. You can get mythicals, you can get secrets, and you can get shinies. You can even get shiny mythicals and shiny secrets. Each pet in the game has its own shiny, which is a way better version of the pet, and it looks cool. It has a little shiny emitter. Are you kidding me? Bro, that thing is cute as heck. And they're also like insanely powerful. This guy needs to be turned around. Why are you facing that way, bro? Turn around when I'm talking to you, Aqua Slug. Essentially, what we have in the game is index collection, pet collection, and then we have milestone rewards and earning. So basically, like, you can earn more luck from just playing the game and hours adding up. You can earn more damage that you can do overall by just doing damage. You can also discover more pets and then get storage added to your storage thing. And then you can get more coins earned by opening capsules. And these have different tiers of rewards, so it's pretty nice. We'll probably add more milestone potentials in the future, and you'll be able to like scroll down and see what you can earn. But those are the current things that you can do in the game. You can basically grind these milestones to get the highest potential boosts possible for free. It's all like pay to win, whatever. You can just earn these. You can collect things in your item bag. You can collect pets. And, oh, I might have spoiled something again. Just had to get rid of something so you guys couldn't see it. But what do we have planned for the game is the question. Well, for starters, I definitely want to have something similar to how Pokemon does raid dens, where you can queue up with other players or just enter this thing that's on a timer. Sort of like how AFS has like time trials and their version of raids. So Pokemon has raid dens where these dens just sort of like emit a beam, and then you can go over to it at a certain time globally or per server, and you can all queue up for the raid. You'll probably need like a pass or something, kind of like a raid pass, but we'll come up with our own unique ticket system or something like that. And then you enter it and you can battle a series of pets and or monsters, I should say. And I think it would be cool to make it kind of like Pokemon, where it's like different paths. So you sort of like, you could choose which path to go, and then you choose like the left, and it's like a different sort of enemy, and then you guys all fight it, and then you move on, and there's just a few different paths to go through, and a few different final bosses, and once you defeat them all, you get something kind of like how AFS has shards, because we do have an evolution system, but ours is going to work a little bit differently, and it's going to work with mythical pets as well. So there will be pets that you can evolve. Oh, I can't look over there because there's something. Let's do the rest of this video in Electrifying Alley, shall we? Electrifying Alley. So as you can see, we added a really cool texture to this part of the ground and made it a little bit more sizable. So we're just trying to open up the game a bit and make things a lot more interactive. Here's Katie and Brad. I don't know if they say anything. TBD. That's what they say right now. We need to add dialogue, but as you guys can see, the game is functional and working and ready to go. It's gonna come out Friday officially this time. There's no delays, and I mean, you know, you never know in the game business. Sometimes things randomly come up, but it most likely 100% will actually come out on Friday. So I just want to say that to cover myself in case something happens. But let's open some of these electric capsules as we talk more about updates planned. So, for example, we're actually editing some text right now. Basically, I think what Ian, our dev Ian, is trying to make it so that you see how these just have a stroke around them. He's trying to make it so all text has like a drop shadow. So basically, look at this new text right here. You see that text? It actually doesn't have a drop shadow. It has like, or it doesn't have a stroke. It has like a drop shadow effect. I think that's what he's trying to do. That's why, like, currently this, you see how on the 4500 it looks different than the actual text on Electric Capsule? We're changing all the text to like have a drop shadow, so it looks a lot cleaner and easier to read. So I like that change. But that's why there's like a mouse sweep text behind it. Anyways, for updates on this game, of course we want to do some sort of raid den thing. Of course we want to add some sort of boost type thing, whether it's earnable, or you could spend Robux to get it or something like that. We want to add something of that nature so that you guys can, you know, if anybody wants to get ahead with that kind of stuff, they can. And I want more grindability for the game. So for example, in Pet Sim, have the boosts, which you have to buy, but they're also earnable via ranks. And then in AFS, they have the boosts from the spin wheel, but you also, and you can buy them from the time trial thing, but you also can earn them in other ways. So I want to add some sort of boost that you can earn or buy if you want to. I want to add some sort of merchant system, because that's something that a lot of simulators have been doing lately, where maybe there's a limited pet that this merchant kind of travels around and sells. But I also like the timed event things where a server has a timed thing, like, oh, the traveling merchant's coming here every hour. Like, that is really cool. I like that. It makes the game more fun and you're like waiting around for something. So let me know your ideas in the comment section below. If you have any ideas for this game, anything you want to see, let me know. I think the hatching is very, very satisfying at this point. I think we have a unique touch by adding our own background with a blur. We also have like a kind of a different auto hatching going on. You know what I mean? I think we just added a lot of unique touches that I'm really proud of. Like, you guys got to understand, this game was just an idea and it came out to this in 2.5 months. The devs went crazy. I went crazy. A lot of people don't really know what I did for the game, but I'm not just like some of my games, I'm just like the owner or whatever. And it's like, oh, he's a YouTuber, he doesn't know anything. But like, I probably did a lot more than you guys think for this game. I basically just kept being annoying and making the devs do extra stuff because I wanted to perfect it. I'm like, oh wait, maybe we should make this have a little sound. So all these little game design tweaks, but mainly the pet ideas, the concept of the game, the storyline, and then just little nitpicky things here and there. But the whole team was just constructed really, really well. Jofu, Ian, and Saitama, aka Roblox, I don't know what his Roblox name is, but Trey, they all did an amazing job, and I'm super excited to see how this game does. I mean, I mentioned this in another video, but Pet Simulator X was one of the most hyped games ever. They only hyped it for like a couple weeks, but it had like 20,000 favorites or something like that when it released. And our game currently has like 32,000 favorites. I'm not saying our game is going to be bigger than Pet Simulator. I'm not even trying to compete or anything. I'm just saying that a lot of people are hyped for this game, and that makes me feel really good because you guys are just trusting me. You're just trusting us to give you a game, and you believe it's going to be good. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys. I can't talk. Guys so much. Throughout this week, we're going to be perfecting it, and it's going to be ready for you all to play. And I'm not going to make any more videos on it until it's out. I know a lot of people were like, oh, you're kind of showing off everything, but that's fine. I mean, you guys still get to experience the game yourselves when it's out. You haven't seen most of the shiny pets. You haven't seen any of the secret pets, and there's still more things coming in updates. So be on the lookout. I'm super excited. I have been RussoPlays, and I hope you guys are excited. Just look at this, bro. Who's doing it? Look at our little pop cards. Like, this looks like Pokemon, bro. Ian killing it with the designs. Each pet has their own little tagline and description. Look at the effort that went into that. Like, every single pet has its own thing. We tried to make it feel like each pet is more, it's not like, oh, I hatched a red dog, you know what I mean? Like in normal simulators, it's like, oh, I hatched a Routlet. I hatched a Cybot. Like, it makes every pet feel like an actual obtainable character that you want to collect. And it's kind of like a Pokédex feel. So we took that simplicity of simulators, tried to add some Pokemon aspects, and it just came out amazing. I'm super excited. Look at this. Even in the index, you can click on and see if you have the pet, and it'll tell you a description. If you don't, it literally says discover this pet. Total exit. Like, I just can't believe it. It's so cool. So hopefully you guys are hyped. I'll see you in the next one. Friday, it is coming out, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. I've been RussoPlays, and I'm uploading one video a day while I'm gone. I usually do 2 videos a day. Make sure you subscribe, like, and I'll see you next time. Bye!